So I want to keep moving through these words and digging in. So we said empowering educators, and we talked about the word empowering. And now I just want to turn to this word educators. I read lots of things in which we say educators, but we really then sort of fall back to mean teachers. Atyani, what is education? When you say educators, who are you referring to as New Teacher Center? You are New Teacher Center. Mm-hmm. So when you say empowering educators, what's the audience? What's the scope of that group of adults?
Yeah.
Assuming that they are all adults.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, for sure, it's the folks touching the spine of the instructional program. And I think one of the awakenings that we're having is how to broaden that in a way that capitalizes on what we are good at, but also allows mindsets in educator shifts about how shifts in mindsets, in educators' mindsets about how they can value and leverage other adults in the building who are supporting student learning and experience. Our theory of change, as it relates to disrupting systemic inequity, really has broadened how we think about educators to include any educator, from the chief academic officer to the classroom teacher, that touches the spine of a system and influences how students experience school on a day-to-day basis within that school or district or whatever unit of change we might be working with.
So your definition, let me make sure I understand, is sort of a vertical one. It's going, like, think about I love this phrase, instructional spine. I hadn't heard that before. So we're thinking about going from the folks that are right there with young people all the way up into the central office.
Yeah, I think, one of the reasons why that's really important is to create the ecosystem around all the adults who make the decisions that create the ecosystem, right? So you can have a really great school. You can have within that school some really great teachers, but the extent to which you're able to create a truly new systemic experience really has to do with attending to, like I said, the spine and everybody, all of the decision makers, influencers that combine to create school. And so we can't just focus on the educators at the classroom level. We really have to amplify and support them by aligning the system to support and drive in alignment with what they're trying to do.
And Carlo, let me just come back and ask, you've talked about, and there probably are other things, but you've talked about your soccer team and your soccer coach. Is that a school team? Is that a team associated with a youth club? Is it a community team? Where is this team located? What's it anchored to?
It's a Santa Cruz County club, private club, yeah.
Okay.
So it's actually quite a diverse group of actually kids who are from all over Santa Cruz County who are playing on my team.
And do you have a chance to play soccer at your high school?
Yeah, definitely, but not as high as the level I'm playing with that club team.
Right. And do you consider the soccer coach at your high school an educator?
Definitely not. Definitely not an educator. Yeah, I would actually, for my club team, I would actually think he is more of an educator than my coach at my school team.
Interesting. So what does educator mean to you, Carlo?
I think a role model that will, help you and educate you just not only on, I guess, subjects, that we learn at school, but I think subjects overall in life too, and that are key figures in, I think, your life that guide you. So yeah, that's my main, overview.
And at school, has anyone ever asked you who the other educators are in your life?
Never. Ever since I came to NTC, I've heard that a lot, and I've really never heard it before coming here.
Well, I loved your definition of what an educator is, and I think that's one of the conversations we want to have.